top stories this evening. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Geoffrey Hanley has outlined reforms to the STEP program, saying the changes will protect jobs and secure long-term sustainability. Senator Dr. Doyle Clark has signaled closer engagement with vendors in Bastille, stressing that operations must meet legal and public safety standards. And the new SKN Smart Shopper app and website are set to launch, aiming to boost price transparency and strengthen consumer protection. We'll have the details of these and more after the break.
Get unbeatable value you'll love. Find it only at Quartz. We've got the best range in appliances, electronics, furniture, and so much more with the best quality and the best prices. Get a free gift with purchase on select items. Save 20% on select bases when you purchase the matching mattress. Take advantage of great deals and huge savings. Treat yourself. Keep your cash with Quartz Ready Finance. Unbeatable value only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply. Offer ends February 28, 2026.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Jamie Morris. First, in local news. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Geoffrey Hanley has defended government's decision to reform the Skills Training Empowerment Program STEP, assuring that no participant will lose their job as changes take effect. Speaking in the National Assembly on Thursday, Dr. Hanley said STEP was designed to help unemployed and untrained persons gain work experience, develop skills, and transition into permanent employment. He acknowledged that while the program has supported thousands since its introduction in 2012, some participants have remained on it for years without moving into full-time positions.
The plan, Madam Speaker, was to create more efficient system to assist a large number of unskilled persons to successfully integrate into the workforce. The program was also designed to assist trainees with the stipend and, of course, with the intention of them moving on. But, Madam Speaker, this program has stuck with us for starting in 2012, and sad to say that there are some persons who are still on the program assigned to a number of businesses.
Under the revised approach, businesses benefiting from STEP support will be asked to share more of the wage cost, with the aim of eventually absorbing those workers into their payrolls. Dr. Hanley said the government currently spends about $1.5 million weekly on STEP wages and must ensure the program remains sustainable. He stressed that if businesses do not comply with the reform measures, participants will be reassigned, not sent home.
All we are asking, Madam Speaker, is for these businesses, after 10, 11 years, you have persons assigned to you. It is only fair for you to now consider, firstly, partnering with us, sharing, so that we'll be able to help more persons who are in need of that assistance, and eventually we move towards you fully employing these people.
The minister said the reform is about responsibility, fairness, and ensuring STEP continues to serve those who need it most. Minister of Sustainable Development, Environment, Climate Action, and Constituency Empowerment, Dr. Joel Clark, has moved to address rising concerns about vending activity in Bastille. Speaking in Parliament on Thursday, Dr. Clark acknowledged that vending provides a livelihood for many families, but made it clear that it must operate within the law and established standards. The senator announced that the ministry will begin direct engagement with vendors operating along Fort Street, the Pond Road Agro Strip, Buckley's, and other areas where activity has expanded.
The Ministry of Sustainable Development will be engaging all street vendors, and this is on 4th Street, Pond Road, Buckley's, and all over Bastille in particular, where we are recognizing an increase in the number of vendors who are establishing their operations, which you can once you have permissions from the Ministry of Health and the Department of Physical Planning.
Dr. Clark reminded food vendors that proper authorization is required and public health standards must be strictly observed. She also clarified that the Pond Road Agro Strip was specifically established for agro-processors, farmers, and those selling produce on their behalf.
Along the Pond Road, which we know as the Agro Strip, that area was established specifically for food and agro-processors, farmers selling products, or persons selling products on behalf of farmers, not for bars, not for clothes, not for shoes.
The minister raised concerns about temporary setups in the Buckley's parking lot and along the F.T. Williams Highway, pointing to traffic hazards, sanitation issues, and the erection of structures without approval.
Additionally, at the Buckley's parking lot, which is another space that's temporarily approved for vending, we also remind the persons who have established operations there that your permissions came with specific requirements.
Dr. Clark highlighted the different guidelines and made reference to certain structures there without permission.
You are mobile, that you are temporary, and that you clean up after yourselves. And we're recognizing that a few establishments are there without permission, selling food without food handlers permits, and permission from the Ministry of Health.
Vendors operating outside the established guidelines will be required to regularize their status or relocate to approved locations. The ministry is now working to formalize designated vending zones within the capital with the goal of protecting livelihoods while maintaining order, safety, and proper standards.
We have to make more commercial lands available, and we are doing so. We are actively working on 3 commercial areas for small businesses in Bastille, which will allow you public access, foot traffic, vending to your heart's delight, but within reason, with permission, and in order.
Dr. Clark said consultations with vendors will continue through public meetings and direct outreach. Also in local news, consumers will soon have a new tool to check prices and protect their rights with the launch of the SKN Smart Shopper app and website. The digital platform will be officially rolled out on Wednesday, February 18th. Details were shared by the Department of Consumer Affairs and the Digital Transformation Unit during this week's edition of In Focus on ZIZ. One of the main features is price tracking for items in the essential basket of goods, including chicken, fish, flour, toothpaste, and detergent. These must be sold within government-approved price ranges.
This that I was speaking to earlier, it comprises of chicken frozen, meats frozen, fish frozen, meat salted and in brine, that's your saltfish. No, your pig snout, sorry. Fish salted and in brine, that's saltfish. This that
Director of Consumer Affairs Paul Quilly said the platform will give shoppers a clear view of prices across suppliers, making it easier to spot discrepancies and reduce the risk of price gouging. Users will also be able to submit complaints directly through the app, with field officers equipped to issue warnings and real-time electronic tickets.
and of the food basket items, it can give you an analysis, a basic analysis of over time how this product has changed in price. It gives you access to the consumer laws, as Mrs. Delaney mentioned. And
the platform will include summaries of consumer protection laws and direct links to relevant legislation. Officials say the system has been built to be secure, reliable, and easy to use as part of broader efforts to strengthen consumer rights and price transparency. After the break, Prime Minister Drew says inmates at His Majesty's Prison will renovate the Carden Home as part of a rehabilitation and skills development initiative, and the Curriculum Development Unit has reviewed its enhanced curriculum with kindergarten teachers as the pilot program continues. We'll have the details in a moment.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip, with Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
There are some things in life that are worth the extra mile. Seize the moment. Capture the experience.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew has announced that skilled inmates from His Majesty's Prison will take the lead on major renovation work at the Carden Home. The announcement came during Thursday's sitting of Parliament.
We have very skilled people, Madam Speaker, at His Majesty's Prison, and they will be dedicated to renovate and refurbish the Carden Home. Madam Speaker, I think this will be a very useful time of their skill and their time to advance this home where our most vulnerable people go.
Dr. Drew said the project is part of his Labour administration's broader effort to upgrade facilities that serve the Federation's most vulnerable citizens. The Carden Home, which has not seen significant refurbishment in many years, is set for extensive improvements during the 2026 fiscal year. The work will be carried out in partnership with Ross University and other stakeholders.
We are partnering with Ross University and others. We have dedicated the skilled staff at His Majesty's Prison to be the contractors on the...
Prime Minister Drew said the initiative will improve living conditions at the facility while also giving inmates a practical opportunity to apply and strengthen their trade skills. He added that the government is committed to completing the upgrades this year. In other news, Kindergarten teachers from across the Federation met on Thursday for a professional development session examining the plants and animals component of the enhanced curriculum currently being piloted. The session, hosted by the Curriculum Development Unit, CDU, reviewed classroom experiences since the pilot began in October 2025 and identified areas for improvement in delivery. CDU Director Amanda Serrant-Edmeade said the curriculum represents a significant shift and has presented challenges as teachers adjust to new approaches. Educators discussed practical strategies to strengthen implementation, including how to link science lessons with literacy, numeracy, and creative expression. The session also focused on effective observation, questioning, and assessment methods to help children develop curiosity and critical thinking skills, not just subject knowledge. The Curriculum Development Unit says it will continue to support teachers through ongoing professional development, ensuring kindergarten students receive a strong foundation for future learning. Coming up in regional news, Mexican vessels have delivered critical supplies to Cuba as the island struggles with widespread power shortages and energy supply challenges, and Puerto Rico has passed a law officially recognizing the fetus as a human being, impacting legal and medical frameworks on abortion and reproductive rights. The details in a moment.
Every dream begins with a vision, a blank piece of land, a simple sketch on paper, or a conversation around the dinner table. At Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers, we believe that every home starts with hope and ends with something real. From the first brick to the final nail, we are there. We don't just supply materials, we partner in progress, step by step, wall by wall, room by room. We help build lives, futures, and legacies. This is more than construction. It's transformation. It's elevation. It's trust. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us, because your dream deserves more than just materials. It deserves a partner that builds with heart. Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us.
Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice. You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice. Home or away, any time of the day. Credit or debit, right in your pocket. With National Bank card, so many benefits. Oh yeah, the choice is yours. Just come and embrace it.
Live your life your way, with purchases big or small. Mango, nuts, breadfruit and all.
You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Two Mexican Navy ships carrying humanitarian aid docked in Cuba on Thursday as the island grapples with a deepening energy crisis. The ships arrived amid growing pressure from the United States after President Donald Trump threatened tariffs on any country providing oil to Cuba, a move Havana has described as an energy blockade. Mexico said one vessel delivered 536 tons of food and hygiene supplies, including milk, rice, beans, sardines, meat products, biscuits, canned tuna, and vegetable oil. The second ship carried just over 277 tons of powdered milk. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel said the U.S. measures are affecting transport, hospitals, schools, tourism, and food production. Earlier this week, Cuban aviation authorities warned airlines of a jet fuel shortage on the island. Air Canada has since suspended flights, while other carriers are rerouting or refueling in the Dominican Republic before continuing to Havana. The energy strain has forced the government to ration supplies as it works to secure alternative support. In other regional news, Puerto Rico's governor has signed into law a controversial bill that recognizes a fetus as a human being under the territory's penal code. The amendment, approved without public hearings, changes the article that defines murder and is expected to have far-reaching legal and medical implications. Supporters say the law brings consistency between civil and criminal provisions by recognizing the unborn child. Governor Jennifer Gonzalez described it as a measure to align existing statutes. But doctors and legal experts are raising serious concerns. Dr. Carlos Diaz-Velez, president of Puerto Rico's College of Medical Surgeons, warned that the change could push complex medical decisions into the criminal justice system, leading to what he called defensive health care. He said private doctors may refuse high-risk pregnancies, forcing some women to seek care on the U.S. mainland or at the island's largest public hospital, a system already under strain. The amendment builds on an existing law named after Keishla Rodriguez, a pregnant woman who was killed in 2021. That law classifies the intentional killing of a pregnant woman, resulting in the death of the unborn child, as first-degree murder. Critics say the new language could open the door to future restrictions on abortion, which is legal in Puerto Rico. Attorneys and advocacy groups have warned that the law may create confusion around patient privacy, insurance rights, and even whether women or doctors could face criminal liability in certain cases. The American Civil Liberties Union in Puerto Rico has also condemned the move, citing the lack of public debate on changes to the penal code, which carries some of the most severe legal penalties. Legal challenges are expected as opponents test the new law in court. Coming up, Germany's chancellor has called for a more united Europe while urging a strategic reset in relations with the United States. And Cyclone Gazani has devastated parts of Madagascar, killing 38 people and displacing thousands. We'll have the details in a moment.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end.
German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has called for a stronger, more self-reliant Europe, urging the United States to repair and revive transatlantic trust as global power dynamics shift. Speaking at the Munich Security Conference today, Merz said the post-war rules-based international order no longer exists in that form, as Europe faces a new era of great power rivalry. He warned that even the United States cannot go it alone, adding that NATO remains a strategic advantage for both sides of the Atlantic. His remarks come after a year of strained relations between Washington and European allies, including trade tensions and policy clashes over security and democratic values. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, also in Munich, struck a more conciliatory tone. He described transatlantic ties as being at a defining moment, but reaffirmed that the United States and Europe remain deeply linked. Merz pushed back, however, against comments made last year by U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, who criticized European leaders over free speech and immigration. Merz said Europe's values are rooted in human dignity, constitutional order, and free trade, not protectionism. A new poll released at the conference shows favorability towards the United States and Europe has fallen to its lowest level since 2016. Leaders say the challenge now is to prevent a deeper rift between long-standing allies as conflicts in Ukraine, Gaza, and Sudan continue to test global stability. At least 38 people have been killed and more than 12,000 displaced after Cyclone Gazani struck Madagascar's second-largest city earlier this week. The storm made landfall on Tuesday in the eastern coastal city of Tomasina, bringing winds of up to 250 kilometers per hour. Madagascar's National Disaster Management Office confirmed 38 deaths, with 6 people still missing and more than 370 injured. Officials say over 18,000 homes were destroyed and at least 50,000 others damaged or flooded. Many of the fatalities were linked to building collapses. The main road connecting Tomasina and the capital Antananarivo has been cut off in several areas, hampering humanitarian efforts, while telecommunications remain unstable. Madagascar's leader, Colonel Michael Randrianarina, has declared a national disaster and appealed for international support, saying as much as 75% of Tomasina and surrounding areas were devastated. France has announced it is sending food aid and rescue teams from Reunion Island. Mozambique is now on alert as the cyclone continues its path across the region. Up next in sports, Zimbabwe has produced the biggest shock of the T20 World Cup so far, defeating Australia by 23 runs in Colombo. And UEFA's head of refereeing has raised concerns that the use of VAR is becoming overly forensic, warning that excessive scrutiny of incidents could undermine the flow and spirit of the game. Stay tuned.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end.
Zimbabwe have produced the biggest shock of the T20 World Cup so far, defeating Australia by 23 runs in Colombo. Earlier today, the 11th-ranked side posted 169 for 2 from their 20 overs, before bowling out the second-ranked Australians for 146 in 19.3 overs at the R. Premadasa Stadium. Brian Bennett led the charge with an unbeaten 64 off 56 balls, striking 7 fours in a controlled innings that anchored Zimbabwe's total. The 22-year-old shared a 61-run opening stand with Tatinawashe Marumani and added a record 70 for the second wicket with Ryan Burrell, Zimbabwe's highest partnership in a T20 World Cup match. In response, Australia collapsed early, slumping to 29 for 4 as Blessing Muzarabani and Brad Evans tore through the top order. Muzarabani finished with 4 for 17. Glenn Maxwell and Matt Renshaw attempted to fight back, adding 77 for the 5th wicket, but when Maxwell fell for 31, Australia's hopes faded. They slipped from 106 for 4 to 146 all out. Australia, already without captain Mitchell Marsh and fast bowlers Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood, now face a crucial group stage run with matches still to come against Sri Lanka and Oman. The result now leaves the Aussies under pressure while Zimbabwe celebrates a memorable win that sends a strong message about their ability to the rest of the field. In other sporting news, UEFA's head of refereeing, Roberto Rossetti, says the use of video assistant referees, VAR, is becoming overly forensic and risks moving away from the spirit of the game. Speaking at the UEFA Congress on Thursday, Rossetti said while VAR works well for clear factual decisions, such as offside, too many subjective calls are now being re-examined, leading to what he described as microscopic interventions. He indicated that football's authorities will review the trend at the end of the season, warning that the game cannot continue in a direction where every minute detail is scrutinized. Rossetti also called for greater consistency in how handball is interpreted across Europe, noting that differing approaches between domestic leagues and European competitions create confusion. He said UEFA is working towards a single, uniform standard before next season. On possible rule changes, Rossetti expressed caution about expanding VAR's remit to include corners or second yellow cards, a proposal expected to be discussed later this month. He said any change that delays the restart of play would be damaging to football's intensity and flow. Officials have also been advised to clamp down on simulation and on players blocking goalkeepers at corners. Rossetti added that he has reservations about the proposed offside changes that would require clear daylight between attacker and defender, warning it could create excessive space and alter the tactical balance of the game. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. She pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up, not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Jeffrey Hanley has outlined reforms to the STEP program, saying the changes will protect jobs and secure long-term sustainability. Senator Dr. Doyle Clark has signaled closer engagement with vendors in Bastille, stressing that operations must meet legal and public safety standards, and the new SKN Smart Shopper app and website are set to launch, aiming to boost price transparency and strengthen consumer protection. That brings us to the end of the ZIZ Evening Newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jamie Morris.